Hi ho everyone, it's KageNoPiero. I'm here to do my question video. Said I'd do it before and I'm doing it now. So yeah, alright. So, first question. How many hot dogs can I fit in my mouth? So about that, right? I'd do it, but I know you guys would Photoshop it. Hold on. 6, maybe 7, I guess. I don't know. Photoshop and make it a penis. Fucking sick bastards. So that's question number 1 by my friend Shanice. By my friend Cassie. Who's my favorite pony from My Little Pony? That's actually a good question. I love Pinkie Pie, the original, a normal pony, who can break the fourth wall of reality. That's scary. That's a scary thought. Like her coming in and just like bam, cupcakes. All right. And Princess Luna, because she's badass. She is the knight. So yeah. Let's see. Another friend. Funny question, haha. There's 2 forms of it. One by one person, another by another. One's by Court and Cody, and the other by Stephanie. First one. If I had a dick, would you suck it? I'm sorry. No. I am sorry. I no suck your penis. No suck penis. No. And the other one was, if I had a dick and a lot of money, would you suck it? No. If the range is over maybe $1 million? More than $1 million? Yeah. I guess. But no. No. Yeah, no. Hell no. Another one. So that's question number 4. Will you marry me? By my friend Todd, my lovely buddy. I'm sorry, I cannot marry you. I cannot marry. Marriage is so fucked. No, I don't want to get married right yet. I'm not ready for it, I guess. I guess if you guys are watching this, you guys know that I don't look very mature, but I am. I am actually quite mature. I'm just... Okay. I'm just a lot different than what you'd expect. So it's not that bad, I guess. But my idea on a wedding, on the perfect wedding for me, is probably a raver wedding. I guess, like an industrial thing where the woman, like the male and the best man, and the rest of the groomsmen, tuxedo thing at top, like different, like neon, like rave color for the shirt, and everything underneath the coat, and trip pants or something, and then the feet, footwear. Anything you want to wear, like cyber boots or any of that sort of stuff. For the bridesmaids and stuff, like trip or raver outfits sort of thing, but very formal in a way, I guess. And the bride in a full tripped out of their favorite colors, industrial or cybernetic sort of dress that's all nice and torn and beautiful and like gorgeous, with nice bleeding mascara makeup, like full smoky eye effect sort of thing with the bleeding makeup and like all that, and then a veil of black or whatever she wants, and the flowers to be like black roses, I guess. Yes, I've been thinking of this since I was a kid. And not usually many guys think of their wedding day, but I do. Okay? I'm different. Suck on these! Uh, Dickle on it. But I want it to be either outside, in a beautiful area, or in a black chapel, where it's lit down the aisle with blue flame torches, I guess, in a way, or something, or normal lighting and stuff, and a smoke screen down the aisle sort of thing. So when she walks through, it flushes with every step she goes. So it brings that extra beauty and power to herself, and that motion of pure triumph and grace. And she's staring at me, and then I'm wearing a nice pair of trip pants, these goggles, my gas mask, everything. And when we kiss for the final kissing of the bride, everything, we take off the masks that we have on, and we kiss. And then we go down the aisle again and everything. We spend some time with the family, and the dancing, basically rave style, like hard style, some industrial, some tectonic, all this sort of stuff, EDM, drum and bass, electronica, all these different things, doing Melbourne Shuffle, industrial, cyber dance, tectonic, jump style, and so many of the other things. So yeah, in a way, that's kind of my perfect idea of a wedding, that, in a way. But not many people would want to do it. So, other than that, next question. Why can't women put their mascara on with their mouths closed? To be honest, that is a damn good question. I have no idea. Like, I really have no idea. It's because, like, when you do this, it's very tender and very, like, really soft, right? Your skin isn't very pulled, but it's a little bit more pulled, right? So you can actually get it without any markings when you actually do that, because when it's stretched and you mascara across or something, right, or up or something, or whatever you're doing for your makeup, the skin is tighter and will have that effect, and when it goes back, it'll at least be smaller and thinner and look a little bit more neat. It's kind of a way of doing it. I have no clue, but that's by my buddy Nick, and most of these are going to be by Nick because he was like, I'm going to ask impossible questions, and so I'm going to give him a shot. So, here's another one. Why do banks leave the door wide open, but the pen's chained to the counter? It's a good question. Well, if you're going to use the open doors thing, because, you walk in, whatever, but they have a chain there, so if you go to drop your pen, at least it's there, so you can grab the chain and pull it back up, so there's no issue, so you can start writing your stuff again, or anything. So you keep an eye on your money as well as you keep your privacy. I'm guessing, right? This is just me answering what I think, right? I don't fully know, but there's that, or the thought of people stealing the pen, right? I have no clue, really. I don't work at a bank, so, but that's the best answer I can give you. So, here's another one by him. Where in the nursery rhyme does it say Humpty Dumpty is an egg? It doesn't, actually. So you are correct that it can be a human. That's why they couldn't put them back together again, because they didn't have the technology at that time, right? They were, like, freaking out. They're like, okay, I gotta get this done. I gotta fix this person. He's dying. And, well, they couldn't. Smash his brains all over the floor, and they couldn't put him back together again. But they also didn't say how high the wall was. See, if you're going by, like, the Berlin Wall, that was really, really tall, right? Somebody drops off that, they're going flat. No questions asked. Wall China? Maybe a couple broken bones and a cracked skull and flew, like, brain. Alright? So everything all over the wall, like, you're gonna die. Or normal wall, you're just gonna hit the floor and have a broken leg, or just like, I have a full Peter Griffin on the floor, but you know, that's a whole different story. But they never said in the nursery rhyme that he was an egg. So you can be correct on if it was human, but at the same time, it's mostly preferred as an egg because, you know, it's a little bit more child-proof, right? So when kids look at it, they're like, oh, okay, it was just an egg. Okay, not human, not going to be something related to us, right? They don't want to scare the kids into never actually doing things or climbing or being excited about doing different things, like climbing a wall, climbing trees, having fun, but they also don't want to scare them and give them nightmares, right? So that's a whole other issue. So here's another one by him. Why do they call it getting your dog fixed if afterwards it doesn't... Hold on, having difficulties. If it doesn't work anymore. Because when you're fixing a dog, in a sense, fixing an animal of any sort, or neutering, or that sort of thing, neuter or spay, you're fixing them from breeding, stopping them from all reproduction. It's like a vasectomy or getting the tubes tied or all this sort of stuff. It's to stop the breeding, so there's no main source between one or the other, right? So you have the whole issue of, okay, I don't want my dog or my cat to kind of go, okay, like, I want to get pregnant from all the sexual intercourse, but you also think going, okay, I have not enough money to pay for these things. Ugh. So it's a pain in the ass, right, at times. But it's good in the long run if you don't want to have any more animals and you just want the ones that you have. So that's usually a good thing. And when they come home, they're a little bit tweakish and stuff because, you know, you just cut their dick or balls off and you kind of just clipped out their ovaries. So I think they're not going to be too happy with you for a while, and they're probably going to get twitchy and itchy, right? So that's probably going to mess with them, as well as how would you feel if you lost your testicles or had your uterus and ovaries played with on the inside? It's not going to be so good. You're going to be tweakish. You're going to be tweakish. So that's the whole thing. So why do toasters always have a setting on them which burns your toast to a horrible crisp no one would eat? That's actually a lie. Some people really like their toast burnt. It's the taste of like the crispiness. I don't know. Like, I don't like it per se. I like mine mildly toasted, just enough to butter it and eat it. But that's just me. So from my point of view, sorry, I was having a little difficulties. Why does it feel like they're side? There, at least straight now. But it's the fact that people like eating toast that's burnt. I don't get it either. Usually if mine gets that burn, I'm like, right? Like, it's something like that, but, you know, that's a whole other issue. I don't really get it. Here's another one. If Wile E. Coyote has enough money to buy all the Acme crap, why doesn't he buy his dinner? Because he's a full-out rival towards Roadrunner, right? Coyote's smart. He's freaking smart if he's able to assemble all these weird nuclear things and all these things that, you know, explode in them, make them get crushed by rocks with a tiny little umbrella, or the help me sign, right? But it's more the fact that he is very hyper at times and doesn't think, you know, maybe I should get some professional help to catch it. But they're rivals, and they wanted to make it like, hey, I'm not going to kill off the main characters right now, but I'm going to have some fun with it. And they use it for comedic instances, showing that coyotes are carnivorous, and they will eat the Roadrunner. But the roadrunners are fast on their feet, so meaning that they can't really be caught too quickly. So it kind of works in a way. So I guess that could be a way to perceive it. I guess, I don't know. Don't like quote me on this. But yeah, like I don't get it. He's bought in dinner before, and all that sort of stuff, but he just never really went for it. I guess he just really wants Roadrunner, because it's something that escapes you. It's like, here's an example. If you, as a guy or female, guy or girl, like a guy or girl of either same sex, different gender, or maybe a mix of both, right? You'll look at this, and then you look at that, and you go, okay, I want to be with this person. And they're really hard to get. This one's really easy, and not as much, like, attraction. And you go, okay, wait, I really want that one. It's a lot harder for me. So you go for a challenge, something that's a little bit more challenging at times. There's some of those people that are just like, hey, easy catch, but then there's others who really want that challenge. So they'll go after the harder thing to get all of that, right? So I think Wile E. Coyote is basically going for the harder target instead of an easier way out. It's kind of how it can go. But hey, you can make your own decisions on what it could be. But here's another one. Why do they call it a TV set when you only get one? Because there's a lot of the wiring systems in there and a lot of the programming chips and all this other stuff that actually receive the information, and then it plots it through, graphs it around, and then relays it to the screen so you can actually catch it. And since it's doing this, as you can see my hand, it's moving very frantically, it doesn't really catch to eye. But if you're moving like really quickly, right, like this is a single solid, right? You think you can see it as a solid, but your screen is moving faster than your naked eye, so you're basically catching different little things. So it's a set in a way because you can also get things with it, like each sold separately sort of thing. Like, oh, get these set of NASCAR toys, but they're not all here, so get the set, right? So it's more of like a sloganing thing, like you can get this, but you can also get these too. So I guess they kind of were meaning that. I don't know, a proper or improper sort of tone to it, but hey, I guess. So here's another one. If I melt dry ice, can I take a bath without getting wet? I wonder if you could do that, but also you can't. I know you can't. Why? Because dry ice burns. It's like having magma or fire touch the skin. That's why they don't tell you to use your hands when you're grabbing dry ice. They have tongs, special tongs to grab it, to put it inside of a bucket. And when you pour water on it, right, you pour other water, it will actually melt it and create smoke. This smoke creates like smoke screens and stuff that usually happen at like raves or in movies and all that sort of stuff. And it was a dry ice smoke maker, and that's how you used to do it. But now they have this other things that they do and all this other stuff. Don't quote me, I have no idea what's inside these things, but that's kind of what I know of. So in a way, you could, but it wouldn't be safe. So don't say I told you to, but hey, if you're gonna do what you're gonna do it. But I'm saying don't. It'd be smarter, right? And that's gonna be my word of the day, right? No. But I guess you can say that it works, but it doesn't. You get hurt very, very easily, right? So just think about it and kind of go, hey, this is what's going on, all right? Don't do it. Okay, so that's all the questions I have that I've received. So I guess that is it. and I'm very happy to be here and talk to you guys. And I'm happy I got to answer some of the questions. If you guys have anything, I will see if I can do these question things every Friday, if I can. So if you liked my questions and like the questions that I was asked or like the answers, then go give it a like. You know, the like button would usually be over here or here or here. I don't know. I don't see it because I'm filming, but you know that you can leave a comment on what you thought of my answers and sort of stuff, or leave more questions and I'll take those and I'll use them in a further video. But I'd like to thank you for watching this and watching this long, and I know it was really long. It's been about 20 minutes of you sitting there, probably bored to your face if you haven't switched already, but I was happy to answer these for you if you actually really like them. So give it a like, give it a share to your Facebook or whatever. I don't really know what you want to do, right? Twitter. I don't have Twitter. But if you want, you can reach me at Facebook. I'm going to be trying to make a fan page sort of thing, so you can actually ask me there, or I'll set up things and tell you when I'm doing that, so I don't have to have it on my newsfeed. Thank you for watching. This is KageNoPiero, and I'm signing out for now. Okay, auf Wiedersehen.